Hey guys, Nukem here, and we got a lot of new leaked information regarding to a new Rainbow Six Quarantine codename Parasite. Now this was posted by a known leaker named Mr. Autism, and he just recently held a Discord Q&A session and we learned a lot of new information. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe for all notifications for all good Rainbow Six news and other game news, and of course, enjoy yourselves. Before we jump into all the leaked information we learned, just to let you know, this is just background footage of Mission Outbreak when it was available. I know there's a lot of new Siege player who missed it, so this is not the new Quarantine of Parasite. However, we believe that Rainbow Six Quarantine will be loosely based on Mission Outbreak because there's going to be a lot of crossovers between the games. So I'm going to post all the leaked information chronologically when he posts it, and most likely these leaks are true since Activision has been copyright striking or DMCAing his tweets when he leaked Black Ops footage. All the information he leaked, he says he has several hours of footage of the brand new Quarantine. So one of the first pictures he leaked was this image right here. You can see it says react on the gun, and there's some device in the middle ground that says react, and it says subzone shutdown in progress, and most likely it's a team of 3. You can see the actual first person perspective, and it seems like there's 2 other operators over there. He gave us some more clarity of details saying takedown, sneak up an unaware target or incapacitate it with react tech to perform a silent takedown. That suggests there is some type of skill tree involved for different skills. The airlock sequence in progress, proceed to airlock immediately, and then plant Autotracker in Dormant Nests. So it suggests there's like a mission where you have to put some information into the nest of where the infected are. He also posted some audio clips where Ash is talking with Thermite and Alibi.
The source of the mutation signal. It's just outside the Kuiper Belt.
Stasis is holding. Get them to the rescue pod at the LZ, and we can still save them.
Whatever is sending this signal, we can only track it through the transmissions. If the parasite goes quiet, this thing vanishes.
The Tenderloin district is infected. If we lose it, San Francisco is gone. We need to move fast.
Helping Maestro bring a Toscania unit up to Tier 2. But now all they want is anti-parasite training.
So this leaked audio log gave us some interesting insight of where the infection may have started. The Tenderloin district is in San Francisco near the Oakland Bridge and Golden Gate Bridge. It's on the north part of San Francisco. It's kind of remind us of what we're suffering in the pandemic right now in China, where it started in Wuhan. He further states that we could lose San Francisco, so I think the origin of this infection started sometime in San Francisco. Ash also talks about the mutation of the strain, which is funny, we're suffering a mutation of our strain in the real world. Thermite also says extraction, so we could have a rescue and extract mission similar to Save Jaeger in Outbreak, or you just have to get some civilians to some extraction point while the infection is spreading. Ash also says that they could lose transmission if the parasite goes silent, so we're trying to track the infection. And then we hear Alibi talking about Maestro wanting to upgrade, so I assume that Maestro might be in the game along with Alibi, and talks about more training. Now it's possible we could go to some type of training mode in the game, which I highly doubt. It's just more like just for dialogue. The next leak we got was a picture of Ash, so this could be her picture whenever she's talking in the game, and there might be different operators talking to each other in the game, or just a mission while you're playing. She may have like a radio message while you're playing in the game. His following tweet gave us some confirmation of the dialogue from Thermite where it says extraction failed, so we may have some type of mission where we have to save someone and extract them, similar to Rainbow Six Siege hostage rescue missions or Save Jaeger. Now the next one says subzone shutdown in progress. Most likely this is a hold and defend spot where you have to survive on incoming waves of infected trying to overrun your defensive position, similar to some game modes in Mission Outbreak. He posted a picture of one of the creatures that looks like an alien. Now, it might have special abilities or maybe a regular alien that you fight. We had an interesting reply where someone says it looks more like an alien than a monster, and he says, yeah, it was originally like zombies, but then when the game changed to Parasite, they redid everything to almost aliens. So there may be a couple of reasons why they changed from infected monsters or infected human beings or zombies into aliens. One Reddit user claimed insight into the game, saying the reason why they changed the name to Parasite or something else in quarantine is because the game is still in active development, and in 2020, ever since we got into a pandemic and people are stuck in quarantine, they didn't want to have a bad taste of association of being locked in quarantine or self-quarantining yourself into a game name that has quarantine in it. So then they kind of recode-named it to Parasite, which they may even change it later down the road. I don't think they actually know what name they want to give to the game quite yet. So they also had to rechange it into like from infected to more of an alien invasion. Now keep in mind, this has not been confirmed, it's just rumors, so they can always make stuff up about these things, but we don't know until Ubisoft actually says something themselves. He also posted a new image of training mode, so we could have some type of regular training, like you go through a regular campaign and they train you before you actually go out do real missions, or it might be an actual area where you test out different guns and weapons and gadgets to see which one you want to take with you. We're not quite sure, but it goes with the alibi line, says, you know, they want more training. We also learned that Vigil actually got changed for the game as well. So this skill that he posted is a ERC8 disruptor. Disrupt enemies, making him undetectable for a minimum duration, require a recharge after each use. So Vigil probably has some type of stealth techniques. He can probably move away from the aliens, and it needs a recharge similar to the way his current ability is, where he hides away from drones for a limited time. So the next images I'm going to show you are old leaks. I don't remember who the original poster is, so feel free to leave me a comment and I can properly credit you. It's possible that the gameplay and the layout and UI has changed since this original leak came out a while ago, but you can see there's 3 operators to the left and gadgets to the right, and you see the top left says workshop and there's a time on it, so it suggests there's a timed mission. And we can see some other operators that it's going to be in the game and different icons you can set up your team or selection from, and the headgear from Alibi for this new game. So all the next information I'm going to talk about is from a AMA he did on Discord, and these are key points taken by the Reddit user FluffyFluff0. So we learned that there are 12 maps total allegedly. Each match will last approximately between 25 to 30 minutes. Most likely there's going to be no respawns in game, so just the way Rainbow Six works right now, you probably can pick someone up when they're down. Most, if not all, operators from Siege will be playable. Similar customization to Siege, cosmetics, and loadouts, so it's going to be very similar to Mission Outbreak. Each operator will have similar loadouts as they do in Siege, same guns, gadgets, and etc. Some ops special abilities will be modified. Vigil will become undetectable to enemies, and Lion's drone scan will significantly last longer. So they actually do modify some of these skills just to fit the game narrative. Each operator has an individual leveling. So there is a leveling system in the game where that suggests what I thought earlier. There's a skill tree, and you level the operator, you unlock skills, and you put it in different points of the tree and get different abilities. So that's one way to progress through the game. As you progress, you unlock React gear. Higher levels equal better guns and better gadgets. You can reinforce and barricade. There are similar armor systems to Siege, so 1 to 3 armor operators. Health packs will be scattered throughout the map. So this is similar to, I would say, Left 4 Dead, where you can pick up different type of healing medkits for yourself, and you can probably share it and boost yourself. If operator dies in a match, then you have to rescue them in a separate mission in order to get them back. So this is a new type of gameplay that's different from Outbreak. So if someone dies, then you have to do a different mission to rescue them back. Now, is this a separate mission from the main campaign? Or is this part of the campaign where there's different opportunities to rescue dead operators in the future, where you can kind of unlock people similar to Left 4 Dead? Scanning grenades are a secondary gadget that, when thrown, will scan and highlight enemies within a certain proximity, similar to Lion's drone. Okay, so that might suggest you don't really need Lion unless maybe the defensive position where you can see where all of them coming. UV flashlight will highlight enemies through the wall. That's a new type of gadget or attachment for a weapon. Some enemies will return from Outbreak, such as grunts and breachers. New types will be added as well. So we'll have just regular minions and then new big alien monsters or aliens facing us. The enemies will look different than they looked in Outbreak. There'll be less zombies and more like aliens. And the most recent post he did is on his Twitter. He says, redacted, stay calm. Tremors are caused by increased underground parasite activity. Get out seismic station to stop tremors. So this suggests some part of the game or throughout the whole game that there's going to be increasing tremors and you're going to have to keep getting seismic stations to lower the alien tremors, or they're probably going to just break out like they do in probably Gears of War, where they just come out of the hole and they're going to just keep spawning at you until you get the seismic station. Now we don't know how this will play out, if it's located to a single mission or it's going to be throughout the game or certain parts of the game. Alright everyone, that's a wrap for now. If you guys appreciate my effort in putting this video together, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button and notifications. Also, you have a chance, take a look at the video description. There might be some content that really will appeal to you. Let's take a look at all these amazing cutscenes from Outbreak.
Hey, we're still cool, ain't we? Yep.
Boyd, you in? Janie says you haven't picked up the paper in days. Coming in, all right? Now don't shoot. Damn it. How much more crap you gonna hide away in here, huh?
And if they're asymptomatic, no, absolutely not. You start housing patients who look healthy at the Civic Center, you're gonna break quarantine. Boyd?
Oh my God.
No, don't touch him.
National Guard's holding position until the army gets here. No, it's worse. Bartlett doesn't come close, Six. Can't even say if it's terrorism or something else. I've got no operational jurisdiction. Get them to let go a little. We're not the enemy here. If this isn't terrorism, they still need us. Send Thermite, Doc. And I need one of the Russians. I'll explain later. And Six, send them fast before this all burns down.
Go
God damn, Hoss. Where'd you dig that relic up?
From under a lot of dead bodies. And they all look surprised. Same joke every goddamn time.
Sorry. Doc, you were saying?
The coil reinforces bones, grows like a carapace of armor on the skin.
Jesus.
In other words, it makes monsters.
Thanks, Doc.
Tell me this thing is contained?
For now, but it's adapting faster than we can track. We upped the ordnance and created this thing.
What happens if it gets loose?
Mexico's south of us. Breaks quarantine and crosses the border. World's in for one long, bad night.
What about nuking the town? Huh. What? Wouldn't be the first time we used a nuke in New Mexico.
It's on the table, but we're here to make sure that it stays a last resort. Operatives are already on the field.
Are these our hot zone specialists?
Six has an eye for talent, and we need all the help we can get. This is where we turn the tide. Or drown. The Parasite is building a nursery, and it's a big one. The infection comes...
Son of a bitch!
Jordan?
We're good.
Seriously? Briefing is in a minute and you're pulling apart the explosives
Hold your
package?
horses, Liza. I'm just making sure they got it right.
Nurseries are the heart of the Parasite's ability to adapt to our containment efforts.
That, up there, is a nasty piece of work.
Your turn.
Right. With ongoing operations in the area, we can't launch any fire missions or predator strikes. So, we're gonna barbecue the nursery with these prototype nanothermite charges before it goes online. Can I say barbecue? Six won't care none, will she?
The target is a hot springs resort.
Maybe she has a vaccine. Maybe she has a cure. Maybe I can stop working in a quarantine tent that's lined with claymores and C4.
You're a humanitarian, and I'm not sure you can afford to be.
You have a better option on the table? Because we're barely containing this. And I hope you have a solution that doesn't involve a nuclear response. I heard the talk.
Okay. Let's try it your way. Let's extract Dr. McIntosh and pray to God she's got answers we can use.
Merci.
Three days before the outbreak, NASA tracked a meteorite that fell into this area. We got confirmation that a local named Boyd Brooks hauled the object back to his salvage yard.
Coincidence?
No. He was trying to sell it online. This is why I called you. Your Highness?
So, yeah. Very old. Wait. I'm Russian, so I'm supposed to know something about it.
I thought you'd appreciate the heads up. We can leave the politics to Six. Our job is to secure it.
What's the plan?
We move in by foot and search the area, starting with the house. Three days before the outbreak, NASA tracked a meteorite that fell into this area. We got confirmation that a local named Boyd Brooks hauled the object back to his salvage yard.
Coincidence?
No. He was trying to sell it online. This is why I called you. Your Highness?
So, yeah. Very old. Wait. I'm Russian, so I'm supposed to know something about it.
I thought you'd appreciate the heads up. We can leave the politics to Six. Our job is to secure it.
What's the plan?
We move in by foot and search the area, starting with the house.